Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Today is the first Freedom Fighter Tactical status of business and inventory update for 2025. Let's get started right now. Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical again. Welcome to the channel. I've been doing Benelli M4 since 2008. That's about 17 years worth of working with you guys, answering phone calls, answering emails, helping you guys do your builds. I've done about, I think I've done 150,000 orders over all these years, probably about 125,000 unique customers, 125,000 builds. It's been quite a long road. We have been doing, like I call it perfecting perfection, because Benelli's out of the box are about as good as you can get. And we've been perfecting perfection here at Freedom Fighter Tactical for 17 years. Phone numbers on the website. I don't do orders on the telephone, but I've had a phone number on the website for years. I think 12 or 15 years now. And you've been able to call me pretty much every day of the year, text me, send me pictures, ask me questions. No one has been here like I have been here for 17, 18 years, and we're just gonna keep on going into the future. Got a ton of new stuff for you guys as we turn the clock into 2025. By the way, I hope you had a great Christmas and New Year's. I've been pretty absent for the last month as far as videos go and emails. I apologize for that, but it's just been a really busy month. Lots going on, lots of family, lots of travel, lots of Freedom Fighter Tactical business going on behind the scenes. So I appreciate your patience. I promise to be here a lot more this year. I've worked on some things over the last month. 2 courses that I've created. They're video courses and they're completely free. One of them is BUILDYOURM4.com. This is the starting point for guys who haven't decided yet which gun to get. I put out the case why the Benelli M4 is the gun that you want. I also give you all the things to look for in your Benelli M4, things to avoid, and all sorts of considerations for you when you're buying your gun. Completely free. You can go to BUYYOURM4.com and sign up, and again, it's totally free. You are subscribing, of course, to my email list when you purchase this course. It's a free purchase. There's absolutely no money or credit card information or anything going in to get it. You just need your name and your email address and you're in. I have a second course, which is kind of like step 2, BuildYourM4.com. You can go straight to the website, BuildYourM4.com, BuyYourM4.com. You can go to my Instagram profile. There's a link in the what's called a stand store, and when you click that, you can access the products there as well. But they are there for you to help you kind of get a feel for this gun, what all your choices are, things to think about, and they'll probably evolve in time. I've got them started and they're actually completely finished, but in time, I'm sure people will point out things where they've got questions or they have a lack of understanding. Maybe I wasn't clear about something and I'll go back and clean it up. So, you know, keep that in mind if you do the course, that this is a first run of it. I also want to add printable materials, things with hot links and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, it is going to evolve, but right now it's a beginning to the end course. So both BuyYourM4.com and BuildYourM4.com, check them out. Great. So what's going on here in the new year? I don't have a lot on the horizon as far as anything coming out in the immediate. I do have a follower that a lot of you all are waiting on. It's the 70054V. It's the vintage throwback follower, which is an aluminum follower with a red insert, a red plastic insert. And it's true to the original design that Benelli put on the M4 shotgun. They changed that out probably for financial reasons, just cutting corners. I loved them, and I've got those out at NP3 right now, so I know a number of you have been waiting on those, and I apologize. I've been telling people first quarter of 2024 they should be dropping, and that's still true. I've got a bunch of stuff at NP3. You know, I actually did NP3 on the Freedom Fighter Tactical American collapsible stocks, the 70085 FF. And I wasn't satisfied with the NP3 treatment on it. I thought it looked more just silver, and it didn't give me the matte finish that I thought that I would get. It was the sheen on it was just very slick and silver, and I don't even think I'm going to release it. I think I'm going to look at Cerakote options for that, for people with a titanium Cerakote gun, because I just don't think the NP3 I'm just not satisfied with it. It's clear that it's been done, but it's not what I'm looking for. So I don't think it's what you guys are going to be looking for either. The 70085 FF, which is the American-made version of the Benelli M4 collapsible stock, I released those towards, I think, the beginning of fall last year. And, of course, there was some squawking about the price. They're roughly $900. That's what it costs for me to sell them and to make them worthwhile doing. And the way I do my business, for those who fail to understand what it is I do and are just appalled and just can't believe the price is $900. I look at it like, okay, you either make it and put the right price on it that it takes to sell the item and to make the item, or you don't make it at all. And I'm of the opinion that you make it. And you can put a price on it that makes sense to make it, and people can choose to not buy it. Or you can not make it at all, and it's not even available to people. I prefer to make it available to people and let them decide. And quite honestly, those things have been selling 3-to-1 against the OEM version, which I've had in stock for probably the last 6 months. So the American version is quite popular and doing quite well despite a $300 price difference. I'm as astonished as the detractors are, but it is the reality of it. And it's one of the things I've learned in this business, that you don't look at a project and price it out and think, well, God, no one's ever going to pay that price, so I guess I won't do the project. No, if there's a need for a project to be done, you do the project and you put the appropriate price on it. And the guys who don't like the price, they can choose with their wallets and not buy. It's that simple. But it's available for the people who do want to buy it. And that's the important thing is that, the guys who are going to gripe about the price of something aren't speaking for everybody. They're speaking for themselves. And if I make business decisions based upon what a few guys are going to say in the negative, then it's not available for all the guys who would be appreciative of the project. So that's why I do a lot of what I do, and that's why I offer a lot of the parts that I offer, and that's why the pricing on a lot of my parts are what they are. I'm not making these things in Turkey. I'm not making these things in Italy. I'm not making these things in Asia. I'm making them in America, where Americans are making it. It's American labor. It's American electricity. It's American environmental fees. It's American prices on raw materials. It's American prices on environmental. And it's expensive to make parts here. So I've never been apologetic for the prices on things that I have to make in the United States in order to have a supply. That's another thing. There's a lot of things that Benelli makes that just are never available. Or they show up every once in a while on Brownells or Midway or Midwest or wherever they show up. And maybe once a year, you can get a certain nut or a certain pin or a certain this or a certain that. I make those parts, but I can't make them as cheaply as I could make them if I made them overseas somewhere. So, they have the appropriate pricing on it. And, if you need it to get your gun running, then, it's available. So anyway, I look forward to doing a lot of new parts here in 2025. I've got some things on the horizon. We're working on some M-LOK accessories for all these rails that everyone's building with the M-LOK. I'm working on a sling attachment for, say, you've got the Truckee forend or you've got the Benelli forend, whatever it is they're putting on the new guns. I'm working on an M-LOK for those. I'll probably do one for your flashlight. At some point. I've got the sling in the works right now. So we've got some things going on. I am low on oversized bolt release buttons. I am low on titanium tubes. I am low on trigger kits. I am low on, if I already said it, didn't say it, oversized bolt release buttons. I am low on recoil tubes. I am getting low on collapsible stocks. I've had a good run on them, but I'm getting low on them again. I'm getting low on all the magazine tubes, NP3, black, titanium. They're all low. I'm getting really low on the 2-round steel extensions in both NP3 and black. It's a royal pain trying to keep up with this stuff. It's expensive and it goes, the manufacturing isn't as quick as the purchasing sometimes. So, we run through this stuff and it happens. But, I work very hard to keep inventory in place. If you see something on the website that you're interested in, if you can put it in your cart, generally it's available for sale. It's very, very, very rare that you can put something in your cart on my website and check out and it's not available. I did that in years past when I was a smaller business, and the levels that I could buy of steel magazine tubes and recoil tubes, when my purchasing power was much lower, I allowed for people to do pre-orders, and they could fill up a cart full of things and one of the items would be sold out, and then they would know, I inform them that, your entire order will ship when the item that is back ordered comes in. I actually hated that. I don't do it anymore. So if it's on my website, it's almost 100% certainty it's in stock. The only time it's not in stock is if I've made an error in counting, and that happens every once in a while. And actually where it usually happens is I have, maybe I've removed 50 pieces of something to send to NP3 coding and failed to account for it. And then, after a year or so, people are buying, and then they finally get to where I'm at, part number 50, but I'm really at 0. But my inventory is showing part number 50, and it's not until I go try to fulfill that order that I realize it's even sold out. So that's happened from time to time, but it's very, very rare. I don't play inventory games with people. People love to call me and ask me if something's in stock. It's in stock. If you can put it in your cart, if it doesn't say sold out, it's in stock, and it's ready to go. That's the game I play, is to have things ready for you guys, and to give you the information that you need so that you can make your purchase right away. Feel free to leave a comment below about any kind of videos that you'd like to see this year. Installation videos and terribly technical videos are not easy videos to make. That's why I don't do a bunch of them. I've done a few in the past with great success, but they are very, very difficult to make. And so many others have already made them that if somebody else out there, if there's 2 or 3 guys that already have a great video on installing a trigger kit, I just leave it to them. Their video is going to do the job, and there's no reason for me to make the video as well. So I look at it that way, but feel free to email me, Todd@freedomfightertactical.com, if you'd like, to let me know of parts that you'd like to see or videos you'd like me to make. Of course, you can leave comments in the section below. Be sure to leave a thumbs up and like the video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified of future videos. And again, check out my websites, buyyourm4.com and buildyourm4.com. You sign up to those. You are on the email list. That's the only cost of entry, is joining the email list, which you can unsubscribe to anytime. I don't hammer my people. If anybody has been a subscriber of my email list for all these years, they know that I don't send out emails unless there's something worth telling you guys about. Video series, both on all you need to know about buying your first M4, why it's the gun to get, and things to think about when you're making your purchase here in 2025, and then the Build Your M4 with all the different things for you to consider in building this gun, because it can be a beast if you make it one, and it can also be a beast on your wallet if you're not careful. So, I like to try to help guys save money and figure out what they need initially, keeping it minimum. I'm all about building a minimal shotgun and adding things slowly and methodically so that you don't over purchase and end up with a bunch of stuff that you don't want. Again, you can call me at the phone number on the website. I love to answer your questions and get you your answers before the sale so that you're not confused after the sale. That's terribly important to me. And all sales are final, so I like to get all your questions answered prior to the sale, so that way when you do click the button to purchase, then you know it's what you want and it's without question. So I'm here for you. Call anytime. I think that's about it. More videos in 2025 on Instagram and YouTube primarily. Lots of shorts on Instagram. I'm going to do a lot of 1-minute videos on Instagram because they're just easy to kick out, and they're fun, and I just want to do it. So, and I've got a new camera. I'm going to have several of these little new cameras, and I just absolutely love them. So it makes recording and making videos a lot easier. Folks, I will talk to you in the next video. Be safe. Stay calm in all this madness that we've got out there. All you first responders out there, military, all the way down to law enforcement, everybody that's out there risking their lives and limbs, making sure America is a safe place. I greatly appreciate you, as does the rest of the Freedom Fighter Tactical family. I'm quite confident. Take care and be safe. I'll see you in the next video.